Hello, Master.
Hi, guys. Hi. How are you?
We are good, Master.
Good, Master. How are you feeling?
Not too good.
Oh.
Today my back told me that I have a back.
Oh.
And my knees told me, we too.
Oh, yes.
Any of you older than me there?
No, Master. I think we're all younger.
Too bad.
But we feel the same pains.
You feel the same thing already?
Yes, Master.
Man, you're cheating. Cannot be. You're growing old quicker.
Yes, Master.
That's cheating, you know? When I was your age, how old are you?
55.
55. I don't remember when I was 55. And I even called you son last time. I was feeling old, and I feel that you are young and enthusiastic. Because when you laugh like a young kid, so I call you son. Sorry if I offended you.
Not at all. That makes me feel very close to you, Master.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Then
Master.
I'll call all of them son. My son! Hey, daughters, how are you? All sons and daughters of mine. God, don't have a husband and have so many kids. What a reputation. Huh? Who cares anymore, right? I'm too old already. What can they do to me? Whatever they want to say to me that they haven't said already. Yeah?
Yes, Master.
All these decades. Yeah. Oh, now I laugh. My chest also tells me that I am here. Oh, man, not now, later, okay? Yeah, I'm kind of not on top of the world today, but I feel like you want to talk to me. And I also want to talk to you because I worry you might forget me if I don't talk to you anymore.
We always remember you, Master.
Yeah, Master. We never will forget you, Master.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, Master. 100% sure.
I wish you would, so that I can just run away somewhere, like to a beautiful planet that I know. So did you guys enjoy the vegan cheese?
Yes, Master.
Any of you?
Yes,
Oh, they were
Master.
wonderful.
Yes, Master.
Really?
Yes.
I know the European guys enjoy, but you guys also enjoy?
Yes, Master.
The Asian guys also.
Asian guys also?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome, Master.
I told them to order a lot, but they order so small. So small numbers. It's very rare that we can order. It takes a long time because they're a special vegan cheese shop, you see?
Understand.
And cheeses, they have to age. You understand that, right?
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Yeah, they don't just go white outside and blue inside for nothing. Unlike us, they love to age, okay? I wish I could exchange to them. I say, oh, you age for me. The more you age, the more people like you. You know, like wines, yeah?
Yes.
But these are French stuff. It's not my stuff anyway. Okay, it's just that I was spoiled. I've been all over the planet, and they give me all kinds of cheese. In German, they say it's Käse. Mean it's not much, you know. But the French love cheese. I think they eat cheese for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and more. Supper as well. Yeah, I saw that. I saw some French people like that. They just take the whole camembert and eat like you eat an apple, you know?
Wow.
Yeah. No, truly. That didn't even bother to put it. And one time I was in a restaurant and I saw the camembert eater next to my table. And the waiter, he knew me because I came more regularly. He lifted a little bit of his foot up and he showed me the food. And he pointed behind the customer to the camembert. And he told me, just like the food. Smell it. Yeah. But they eat it and they talk like that. I didn't ask. Oh my God. I didn't ask. I mean, he works there. He should introduce, you know, he said, oh, it's fantastic. It's our national treasure or something. But no, he told me the opposite. He told me it smelled like the fish. And fan it in front of his nose, just to make sure I understood.
Oh my God.
Maybe he thought I did not understand French.
Funny.
C'est comme les pieds. He said like that. I hope that my friend is still there. Mean like the feet.
Yes.
Smell like the socks. You know male socks?
Yes.
Well, you know for sure.
Yes, we know.
Women also, if they wear it too long all day working. Yeah. So he compared the camembert to that. But I think he just wanted to make fun with me. Because other camembert, I don't think it stings that much. There are many other cheeses that stings more.
Yes.
And the more it stings, the more people love it. Like blue cheese or other kinds of cheese.
Yes.
Yes.
Cheddar. Oh, many cheeses, I forgot. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Even the mildest cheese that still stirs, it still smells very strong, no? That's what they want, If it doesn't smell like that, I don't think they will love to eat. It's like the Taiwanese people, they love stinky tofu, huh?
Oh, yes.
The stinkier the better, no? All the durian fruit, no?
Yeah.
Many foreigners just smell it from afar and they run away already. But it's a very expensive fruit and very beloved by all the Asian people.
Yes. Yeah.
And also, you don't have a lot in number.
Right.
Not like other fruits that are so plenty, yeah?
Yes.
It's only in season, and one tree gives so many only. And don't ever go under the durian tree, yeah? Because the spiky skin outside.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Yes.
could make a lot of holes in your brain. So that you can have maybe an open-minded person. Become open-minded for wrong reason. So what now? What do you want today again? Tell me.
Story, please.
Well, we have a question, Master. Or a couple of questions.
Who would say something before that?
Story, please, Master.
A story.
Yes, Master.
Oh, I thought you said sorry. What did I say? What did I say that make you feel sorry? How many people want a story? Beautiful planet.
Yes.
Not this one, not this one. I wish. How many?
Everybody.
Of course, voting in public, you dare not say no. Do you want to vote secretly? Put a ballot in a box. No, tell me honestly.
It'll be the same result, Master.
Oh, okay. Open or secret, same, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
We don't cheat, right?
No, Master.
Nobody is going to be president in my company, in my association, no?
No.
I am the only bully, okay? All right, I forgot the story. You mean the planet?
Yes, Master.
The real planet, okay. I forgot about it. Now I have to look. I have noted something in my diary not too long ago. Okay, let me see if I find it. Okay, huh?
Okay, Master.
Sit tight. My God, where did I write it? Oh dear. Oh my God. It's from the 28th of April. Oh, what day is today already?
May 20th?
So almost a month?
Yes, Master.
Man, we soak it all this time? Oh, man. And you still want to ask questions instead? Whoever is that idiot, raise hands.
I take it back.
You better. Otherwise, you have no vegan pancakes, even if we don't have any. Okay. Out of the question for this guy. You guys remember, okay? Be witness. Don't let me forget that.
We won't, Master.
Okay. Do you really want to hear about the planet?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
The planet that we don't have, and the planet that I wish that we have, and the planet that I wish to take you there.
Oh.
In case we cannot change this planet. I mean, even when we are alive, I don't mean the souls afterward, when we go back home, is different.
Oh, wow.
Or at least we go there for vacation.
Wow, nice.
Like soaking our feet in the sea water,
Yes.
running on white crystal sand,
Wow.
eating beautiful fruit that you don't even see anywhere
Oh.
around here. It has no worms in it, no pesticide, no insecticide, nothing. Because there's no insect people there,
Wow.
no harmful insects. And also no animals people.
Why,
Oh,
Master?
why are there no animal people there, Master?
Because they don't need them. On our planet only we have, or similar planets have. Because animals, people bring this balance to the lacking love of humanity.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
But we keep killing them.
Oh.
And we're depleted in love. That reminds us. That's why we pray a lot, but heavens don't listen. Some lower gods take pity on us, and for the Master's sake, they respect the Master's prayers and requests, so they help them. But God doesn't care anymore. God told me He wants to destroy the whole planet instantly,
Oh, wow.
many times.
Wow.
I don't know why He didn't do it yet. All they need to do to please Him is just be vegan, make peace. Actually, just be vegan and peace will come even.
That's right.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
I mean, is it a lot for God to ask?
Not
No,
at all,
Master.
not at all.
Not at all.
Or from anybody to ask us?
No, Master.
No, Master.
How lousy are we, no?
Yes,
Yes,
true.
right.
Just leave the animal people alone, His creation.
Right.
Has allowed us to eat vegetables and fruits and all kinds of plenty.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
And nowadays even we make meat out of everything else.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's even better for our health. Many people turn vegan and all their diseases are just gone overnight. You can go and interview any of them. Any you can find. They can tell it to you instantly.
2014 May, I was diagnosed with terminal cancer, pelvic area, colon, and liver with 2 big tumors, terminal. So I did research. Everything went back to plant-based, no more animal protein. I said, okay, something tell me it's time to change. And I stopped smoking, eating beef, drinking, and started doing a lot of smoothies, a lot of salads, a lot of soups, all vegan, a lot of raw. And within 3 months, the pain, because I was taking pain medicine, and the bleeding stopped. So I would do MRI and CT scan, less, and everything started shrinking. Everything started going away.
When they leave animal people products alone instantly, every disease is gone. Unless they cheat behind our back. Some people say they are vegetarian, vegan, but they eat eggs, they eat fish and all that.
Oh,
Yes, Master.
understand.
For me, I thought vegetarian would be just like drinking milk.
Yes.
Yes.
And before, I was thinking milk is just milking from the cow. You don't kill, so it should be all right.
Yes.
Until I knew about their suffering and know about methane.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Milk was never an interest to me anyway. Did you like the vegan cheese, really?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Really.
Okay, good. In the future, I told them, don't be so stingy. Order more. Didn't I know? One of your brothers knew it. Did I tell you?
Yes, in future, yes.
I told you, even some days ago, to order things, at least 2 for each.
Yes, that's right, you did.
Not just each for 20.
Yeah.
And not like one piece of cheese for 10. Huh?
Right.
I said 2 for each.
Yes, you did.
You won't die. Actually, when you're hungry and you have food already at hand and you eat it and then you don't feel like eating anything else.
Yes.
Yes.
It's just me. I don't have taste anymore. I don't know what happened to me. Some days I ask myself, what happened to you? What's wrong with you?
Oh.
About this, about that. And then nobody answered me. So because I don't answer myself, I don't know why. So
Mùa trời đất vào xuân, ta tìm nhau trong hơi thở. Một nụ hồng vừa nở trong vườn tình ngát hương. thuở trời đất vào xuân, ta tiệm nhau trong hơi thở, một nụ hồng vừa nở trong vườn tình ngát hương.
Sometimes I also feel frustrated with this planet. I wonder if I'm failing, because talking so many decades already, the result is so slow and so little. Now and then, feel some little good news about vegan or vegetarian, but not including those who eat fish, and seafood and eggs. I call themselves vegetarian. Fish is not a vegetable, is it?
No.
No. Eggs also not, right?
No.
You don't call eggs to one of the vegetables,
No.
No.
Equivalently.
And milk also not, no?
No, Master.
Huh? Does the supermarket put milk and eggs in the vegetable section next to asparagus
No.
No.
They don't.
or next to spinach?
No.
No. Vegetable, they're alone in the vegetable section.
Yes.
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 Right.
Milk in a different section.
Yeah.
Eggs in different section.
Yeah.
Yes, Master.
Oh, man. Okay. That doesn't belong to the vegetable kingdom anyway, and they call themselves vegetarian. It's still better than eating others more.
Yeah. Yes.
It's minimal animal consumption, but still it's not good. Not good. Just different animals, different kinds of meat.
Yes.
Milk is also a kind of meat,
Yes.
Yes, Master.
just kind of watery meat, huh?
Right.
Right.
Okay, so now you still want the planet?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
You still can ask the question later if I'm still okay with it. I mean, physically. Recently, I feel some difference physically. More easily tired, yeah?
Oh, yes.
The body keeps reminding me that I have one.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah. But this is just a lousy atmosphere, lousy world. In the planet that I'm going to tell you about, they never feel tired, no matter how long they live there.
wow, it's wonderful.
Oh, yes.
They feel always the same,
Wow.
Wow.
energetic, young. Not babies young, but, like in their prime, 20 to 30.
Wow.
That's what they are full of life, always.
Wow.
Yes, Master.
Now, this is on the 28th of April. Just because I saw one of the UFOs that people capture and display on the internet, but they don't know where it's from and if it was a UFO or what. Sometimes they debate like that.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Yes.
It is a UFO, though.
Oh.
These special vehicles from other planets that are more advanced than us. But to tell you the truth, except hell, every other planet is more advanced than us. So the story and that story. Because we keep killing each other and destroying everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Master.
Everybody works so hard. 8, 10 hours, 2, 3 jobs even sometimes to make ends meet.
Yes.
And still pay a lot of taxes. And then all the taxes go to war, go to destroying instead of building.
Mm.
There are many people who live from hand to mouth or don't even have one meal a day. You know that?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
All these billions of trillions of dollars. You know how much Russia spends every hour in Ukraine on the war?
How much, Master?
$15.5 million US dollars per hour. US dollars.
Wow.
And not to talk about that America gives Ukraine 40 billion just for military purposes and or maybe some other financial help.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Yes.
No matter what, it is still because of the war. Otherwise, that money could be used for more necessary purposes. For children, for mothers, single mothers, or for difficulties in the pregnancy, for poor people. Make everybody become happy and live in contentment and joy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
right.
Master.
Terrible, terrible. What for does everybody work so hard? And then all the money keeps being burned from one country to another.
Mm.
If not Iraq, then Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen, or wherever.
Yes, Master.
And before that, World War in Europe and in Japan, in China, in Taiwan, in Vietnam, etc. You can list it forever. Like we live in forever trouble or war and famine and pandemic or endemic.
Yes.
Epidemic, sorry. I hope it is an endemic, so we don't have anymore. End. That's why I say endemic. Oh, man. Now, so I saw that UFO, and I thought they say they don't know what it is or something like that, or where from, or what for they came. I thought I read it like that, if I remember well. But I knew it. I know this UFO came from only about 152 light years from our Earth.
Wow.
152 light years. That's nothing nowadays, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
From here to the moon, how far? Anybody knows? Quickly, your dictionary. Check. I don't know how, but you know.
385,000 kilometers.
Kilometers. Oh, that's different from light years, yeah?
Yes, that's it.
But nowadays they're talking about thousands of light years or many millions of light years. So 150 light years is not much.
Yes.
But they have the ability to hide themselves. So I don't think the scientists will find out. Maybe, not yet. Maybe in the future. Oh, the name is DIW. They call it Div planet. They just came to check out our world. Why we have sent so many signals of trouble and discord. But they cannot help much.
Understand.
Even if they help us now to erase all the wars that we have, humans will continue to kill each other. If not the next day, then maybe next week, next month, next year. If it's not next door, then another next door.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
It's obviously like Russia, the gang, the government, some of the government workers threaten Finland, Sweden, France, America, and NATO, everything.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. Except they don't dare threaten China. Because they know each other very well. Okay. What I mean is they know each other's capacity
Yes.
and
Yes.
reaction and mentality.
Yes, Master.
So up to now, China has never condemned Russia war in Ukraine anyway. But they have refused to help. I mean, physically, materially. I mean, there's no manifesto of physical help. Just talk.
Yes, Master.
Just maybe not condemning. Maybe just kind of here and there covering up for them, but not much.
Yes.
Yes.
Like China says, okay, NATO pushed Russia into the war. Oh, what war? Where?
Yes, Master.
Such a big country and still feel bad about small neighbors around. The whole country is bigger than Europe together.
Yes.
Yes.
You look at the map, okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
And how can they feel scared or claustrophobic? How? Yeah?
Right.
Because the country is so big and all the sides mostly don't have any countries around except on one side.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And these are tiny big countries compared to them.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Tiny and weaker.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
No threatening statues or anything. They're just happy to have peace. Yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they're just happy to do their own business and mind their own country and take care of their own people.
Right.
That's right.
They could not be a threat to Russia. No way. Is there?
No, Master.
No, Master.
No way there could be any threat to Russia. In fact, Russia has been victimizing plenty of them. Maybe Finland, for example. Yeah, Russia even went there and occupied some part of Finland. And after a while, Finland did not want any more bloodshed, so they let them occupy one part or something like that. And then they signed the Moscow Peace Treaty. Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
To have peace with Russia.
Yes.
Master.
Yeah, because they just let it be. They did not want further bloodshed, so they just let it be. And that's it. And now Finland wants to join NATO and they threaten. But now Putin toned down his threat already. It's not like in the beginning.
Yes.
But still cut off the electricity for Finland.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
And Sweden got mad. So they kind of shoot Russia down. In this respect only, not like physical shooting or anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
They shut them down, shut them up. You just have to stand up for yourself. Otherwise, sometimes keep pleasing the bully, just making him more arrogant, more troublemaker,
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
more bully. Yeah. And now Finland and Sweden already applied officially to join NATO. They just wait for the time, okay? And it's already very speedy. Normally it takes them a longer time, but this time they promised fast track, fast lane. It still has to wait.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Russia seems to want to take everybody's land up to now.
Right, Master.
And then they complain that other people threaten them, barking at their door or whatever, according to Key Francis.
Yes.
Huh? Look at the map.
That's
Right.
right.
All the countries next to them are like peanuts compared to Russia, yeah?
Exactly.
Yes,
Yes.
And still complaining, no pressure. Barking at the door. Oh my God. Why did I talk about that? Okay, I remember now. Because even if aliens help us with the high tech, they don't want to kill us humans in any way. Not even one. Bad or good. So they cannot help us much. If we are ready, if we are good and peaceful, they would teach us, high tech beyond our dreams.
Oh.
But like this, they don't want to give us anything.
Right.
Yes.
We just know only nuclear bomb, and we already devastated so many places in the world. Just by threatening even. Not like to drop bombs like in Japan.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Just threatening only everybody already trembles. Worries about the nuclear warhead pitted against each other. So how can the aliens help us?
Yes, Master.
That's right, Master.
Yeah, we have to change. God only wants us not to kill animals, people.
Right.
Don't kill any sheep or bullocks because he doesn't want any of those. He doesn't want it for himself. How would he want it for you?
Right.
Because he says your hands are full of blood. Repent and stay away from wicked deeds like that. For example, in the Bible.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
But nobody listens. And if any son or daughter of God comes down, they want to kill them, or they did kill them outright.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
So how can any alien even dare to help us? Huh? If they help us today, tomorrow we still kill each other again, and who knows, we might kill each other for the property that they give us.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
It's like God gave Ukraine their country, and then because they have wheat, sunflower oil, and many other essentials, Russia wants it, so that he can have a monopoly, be the only food distributor for Europe, Africa, and many parts of the world. The UN said the war in Ukraine could trigger world hunger to that extent.
Yes. Yes, Master.
Putin knows that. So anything else are just excuses.
Right.
The real reason is just greed and a Berlin mentality.
Yes.
That's right, Master.
Just like the strong bully the weak, the big bully the small. This thing we know from school, from kindergarten already.
Yes.
So some people ask me why the aliens don't help us. What for? Huh? Will we ever change anything?
No, Master.
No, Master.
Even if they help us, for example, to stop the war in Ukraine, will Russia stop there? Or will we be guaranteed that no other country will go against another country again? Because they keep developing deadly weapons and more nuclear weapons. Announcing that every day. Every day I open the news on the internet, I see Iran nuclear that, North Korea nuclear this, and America newly developed mighty weapon so and so. or Russia just tested whatever, that and this.
Yes, Master.
Master.
Oh my God, I don't ever hear any leaders, these mighty nations, that really worry about their people. I think maybe they don't need to worry anymore because the COVID-19, the Omicron subvariant will take care of it. This one is fast, it spreads so fast and just sneaks around you that you don't even know when it hits you. You should be happy that you're alone and live separately and protected and in an isolated area, yeah?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
we're very
Yes.
lucky, Master.
We have to go out and chat. It's not like a necessity or anything.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Many countries used to have maybe no COVID cases and only imported cases, and now it's all over. Everywhere, every country, many countries just rise up,
Yes.
Yes.
and some small islands rise up also. Yeah. Some islands never had it before, or some countries they never had it before, and now they have in millions. Like North Korea just discovered they have almost 2 million. That was a couple of days ago, maybe 2 million or more now. Cases and deaths keep rising as well.
Oh, wow.
North Korea say they never had it before.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Even my donation money, they didn't accept. They say we didn't have any. We don't have any COVID. Remember, I gave some money to some different countries.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought that they need, and North Korea told me we don't need it because we don't have any. So please transfer it to the Red Cross. That's what we did. Mostly we give it through the Red Cross because they always help anywhere. Even if they have to use them to pay for their staff, so be it. They must be also alive to be able to help others.
Yes.
Yes.
Master.
And remember, Tonga has an undersea volcano eruption.
Yeah.
Normally, they didn't have any COVID. And then they have the eruption. It devastated their country, their little island.
Yes.
So the world came to help. And they got COVID from the helpers. Oh, thank you very much. If the people have COVID and contact in any way or any parcel that pass on to others, they will get it as well.
Yes. Yes.
I'm really worried
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master. We understand.
because if you guys are in trouble, I cannot take care of Supreme Master Television alone. I always tell you that I appreciate all of you. I couldn't do it alone. And that's the fact. I'm not trying to lie or to pretend that I do everything. It's not like that. So I protect you guys also because I protect the world. Because we have to work for the world.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
You are important. Otherwise, we die or live sooner or later anyway.
Yes, Master.
Just that we need to stay alive and well, not just alive, but in strong spirits and good health.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
So don't eat a lot of the vegan cheese. You might get stomachache or fat. It doesn't matter. You are not all fat. Not all of you are fat. And you are not fat at all. Just maybe a little chubby. Who cares? Nobody look at you. We don't have time. Nobody has time to look at anybody. Do you?
No,
Master.
All are close in already anyway. Just don't want you to feel unwell. These are very nasty things. Long term, short term, they're very nasty.
Yes, Master.
They leave terrible marks on your body, whether you know it or not, whether you detect it or not. Either it comes quick or it comes slow, or comes a long time later. It's nasty.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
I don't want any of you to have it. I'm glad you don't ask me any more questions about the war. Now it seems like they take care of each other already. Maybe we don't need to talk anymore about that, about the war and about all this aggression and all this suffering. Let them wake up, let them take care of each other. Oh, well, maybe a couple of questions later, but not now. Okay, now cheer up for me, yeah? Or I go to sleep now.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Whenever I talk about the world and suffering, I'm just like off. I just feel like I don't have much energy. Today I even had to talk a lot to one or two persons that I normally try to avoid. Because every time after talking to them, I am drained physically.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
I just had to sometimes. They're just too heavy. They drag you.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
They pour you down. They suck, really. Americans have this really very, very accurate, though unelegant word. Really, they suck.
Oh.
They suck your energy
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and your enthusiasm, your liveliness, and I can't explain it. They just suck. Today I have to deal with too many of these sucking people. I did not want to, but I had to. Just like many other things in the world, you don't want to, but you have to do.
Yes.
Master.
Now let's go back to our ideal, not very high level planet, but ideal, fourth level.
Oh.
Wow.
All of them are fourth level, more or less. Either fourth low, fourth middle, or fourth high.
Ah.
But all fourth, so they can get on splendidly well together. And they are very high tech, you can see by their UFO. They just visit, they want nothing from us. There's nothing we have that they want.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
But everything they have, we wish we have. We want everything, absolutely. Their mentality, even their character, their harmony, their nobility,
Wow.
their carefreeness, their peace, everything they have, and physically as well. Now, they are vegan to make you happy.
Ah.
Ah. Yeah.
Yes, that's good.
Wow, yeah.
But everything the aliens have, we wish we have. We want everything, absolutely. Their mentality, even their character, their harmony, their nobility, their carefreeness, their peace, everything they have, and physically as well. Now, they are vegan to
Ah.
make you happy.
Yeah.
Yes, that's good.
Wow, yeah.
I jump pages, but I told you that first. But I remember that. It's not written here where I'm reading. This is better, okay? I read what I have jotted down.
Yes, Master.
Yes. Thank you, Master.
Thank you.
Maybe without grammar, because I'm too tired to formulate. Okay, I came just to check out to see why it's so noisy here, and so much lamenting and sorrowful wailing that I can hear. There's nothing lost in the universe. Our brutality toward each other and other beings shook heavens and earth. I told you already.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Shook the universe even.
Wow.
Because that's a kind of dark energy, but powerful dark.
Right.
Yes.
Maybe you don't feel it, but everyone else does. Even the ghosts and demons all feel it. That's why they are attracted to our planet, because of this kind of dark and powerful energy that they can thrive on.
Oh.
Yes.
Just like heaven beings thrive on the light and the love of God, that kind of energy. And the devils and the demons thrive in this wicked, dark, but powerful energy.
Yes. Understand.
Each being thrives in a different environment, just like the fish people thrive in the sea. Should we go to bed? Are you there?
Yes,
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 Master.
Master.
Yes, Master.
Please continue, Master. Thank you.
You're all quiet. I thought I put you to sleep.
We're here.
No,
No,
we're
listen.
I guess I'm talking about myself. They look like us, European-like.
Oh.
They're tall, like tall Europeans.
Ah.
Like most of the tall Europeans. They have all kinds of hair colors, fair skin, high-tech.
Ah.
Wow.
I wrote quick, okay? I wrote short.
Understand.
They have no animal people. I told you already. No harmful insects of any kind.
That'll be wonderful.
Yes, they have trees. They have flowers. And their houses are beautiful beyond description. All hang in the air.
Wow.
nice.
Yeah. They don't have houses on the ground.
Wow.
They have some also just for some decor or something. They prefer to live in the air.
Nice.
Their house is a transparent crystal, but you cannot see through. From outside, you cannot see through. They have complete privacy, but the wall look like crystal.
Yes.
Yes.
Look, see-through, transparent, beautiful, glimmering, shiny. Oh, now it says here, vegan. For spiritual level. And what is it? Are beautiful and visible. They are not invisible.
Oh.
Because most of the high dimension planets that the Buddha talk about,
Yes.
or that you have seen in your vision, or that I talk to you about, they mostly are invisible.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Yes.
Invisible to our naked eyes, but visible to them.
Right.
This planet is visible to your naked eyes if you went there.
Okay.
That's what I mean, visible. I wrote just short, so I couldn't understand what it was. Yeah, I'm like a doctor, I couldn't read my own handwriting. Okay, they are about 1 meter, 70 tall, more or less. They fly, they don't walk.
Wow.
That's so cool.
They do walk if it's a short distance, if they feel like it. Their streets are paved with gold, have fruits and vegetables. They have cook and raw both.
Oh.
Their clothes, all colors. They have birth also by physical contact, like us. But they don't indulge in this kind of physical pleasure. Only when they want to give birth to another fortunate being, then they will do it.
Yes, Master.
I understand.
They could also use different techniques to have children if they want to. It depends. But they also fall in love. Surprise.
Oh.
Wow.
And they never divorce. They use the exchange system. Like they don't have money. Everyone exchanges something. All for common use. Everybody contributes something. And they all use it together. Whoever needs what can use what. But no money, no buying, selling. All peaceful together. Mountains, rivers are almost like here. Oceans too. But they are glittering with purity and clarity. Yes. There's no animal people in the sea either. No fish, no shark, no killer whale people, nothing. No need.
Yeah.
Yes.
On their planet, they don't need. If they want to go somewhere, they just put on their flying cloak and then just go.
Wow.
Nice.
How convenient, huh?
Very, very sounds wonderful.
Yeah. If we do it here, we must have a lot of cloaks. Cover from head to toe because we worry of the cold air and the dust in the wind.
Yes.
And the wind blowing, hurting our eyes and flapping and entangling our hair. Over there, the climate is always very simple and very agreeable everywhere. Always of similar degree. The climate doesn't hurt people. Doesn't make you feel today is too hot, tomorrow too cold. The rain and wind and whatever, it is just according to necessity. No more, no less. Not like a lot of rain and then someday a lot of hot sun. Not like that. Always regulated perfectly. And so that you can never complain. People live there in contentment and happiness. So they don't have to worry about protecting themselves too much. The houses they have are just because they have.
Yes.
Yeah. If they don't have the house, they're also happy. They don't need. But they have the houses so they can put their things, they create things and put them there. Or they can rest there, looking down at the mountain, river, ocean, just to have it. And then no fish people in lake, ocean. I told you already, but I told too much in advance, so now I read it right here. When they walk, they don't even touch the surface. It's like hovering. Like they don't even move their feet even. If they want to, they can. But they can just lie in the air on top of the surface. They can land on the earth, on the surface if they want to.
Yes, Master.
But for the sake of quickness, they don't walk. If they have to go long distances. If they want to take a leisurely stroll and feel the flowers and the cold earth underneath, then they would walk. But they don't need shoes. I wrote it here. No shoes needed.
They're doing earthing.
The goal there is also soft and flexible, as if it knows how much you weigh and how much you want to tread on it.
Oh, wow.
It's not an obstruction or hardness. It is like accommodating. It's like a soft gold. It glimmers like gold. Is it pure gold? But it's not like gold on our planet. It's so hard.
Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah. And their ground is clean and soft. Grass has no worms or insects. Can sleep on grass or beach. No problem. Beaches are shining like crystal pearls, but not hard. Soft, warm, flexible also.
Wow.
Fancy such a beach. I thought Hawaii beaches was the best in the world already. Because it looks like sand, but it's not sand. That's why. It's like the rough grounded part of a shell. That's why they're so white. And they're soft, they're not hot. That's why people love Hawaii beaches. They're not hot ever, even when the sun shines on them. Because it's made from seashells.
Right.
I don't know how many millions of years to make it round and soft and flying like that. But on this planet, it's even much better than that. It looks shimmering like crystal, but it's so soft. It's like massaging and caressing your feet instead of hurting it or letting you feel the hard substance, like sand. No.
Yes,
I can't describe it. It's more or less like that. Hey, try to understand. If not, who cares? It's not our planet anyway. Yeah, what shall we do? It's no use to us. Continue reading or sleep already?
Yes, please.
Yes, please
It's so
continue.
exciting to hear about this planet.
Oh, really?
Sounds
Yes.
wonderful.
Even if it's not yours?
Yes, and drool and dream.
You wish it's yours. Yeah, maybe one day, who knows? Maybe they will come with UFO and invite us to be there for a while. That would be nice.
Oh, yes. Very.
Yeah, just they know we are needed here.
Oh.
I really hate this. Sometimes I really want to run away also myself.
Yeah.
It is not for my heart being too soft. Some people even wish me to live here many more decades or much longer. I say, oh, no, thanks. You know, the body is too tired.
Yes.
It won't last that long. Even if it lasts long, then do what? I have to manifest my own teeth or what? Or go to the dentist every couple of 10 years to plant new teeth? Or fake teeth? And then everywhere I go, I have to carry a glass of water with then I don't think I can ever move anywhere. I told you now it's very difficult for me to move. There's so many possessions already.
Yes.
Imagine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 telephones.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. And 2 keyboards and 2 monitors. But just in one place. In the other standby place is also the same. Yeah? More or less. And then 2 computers. The other place also. Many computers, many telephones, many loudspeakers. Because sometimes the stories you send me are too gentle voices. I can't hear very well sitting far away. If I sit too near, then the radiation is too strong. It hurts my eyes even more.
Oh.
Yes, mister.
My eyes, no problem if I don't watch this light screen. As soon as I sit down and look at the bright screen, my eyes begin to make hell. And I still have to continue working. I can't stop despite all that. So I told one of your brothers the other day when I called him for something. I say, are you afraid of hell? Because I'm not. He said, no, we are not. I say, yes, of course, because we're working like hell here already. So we're not afraid of hell at all. Yeah. That's not your master speaking, huh? That word is not supposed to be spoken thinking only. But the Americans, they taught me so many things. So much slang I still don't understand up to now. Somebody was like, give you a run for your money, and somebody translated to me, say, he means he loves you, master. Do you remember Friends of Eternity? One of the movie stars? Patrick Kilpatrick. Say something like that. If you're American, you should know that slang. One American translates it to me. He says he loves you, Master. And then why not just say I love you? He says something like, if I were 20 years younger, I would give you a run for your money.
Well, if I was single and I was 20 years younger, perhaps I'd give you a run for your money.
You don't know that expression?
I don't know that expression.
Oh, shame on you. Even I know half of it. It's not important. What I mean is I blame it on the Americans. Okay? They cool themselves down with so many slangs and expressions that so-called elegant ladies should not repeat. So don't learn after me. Do what I told you, not what I did.
Người như miền Thái Dương soi dấu huy hoàng, ta như loài phong lan thu mình yếm hương. Người như thuyền qua sông trôi mãi xa bờ, ta theo dòng mưa đông bên đồi lang thang.
Where were we? What was the last word?
The beach, the soft sand.
That's good. Okay, then we went to Hawaii. That's why I forgot. Okay, now. And it's soft and warm. You know, just nice. Trees and plants yield fruits or flowers without fertilizer.
Oh, wow.
We can eat tons of them, yeah? Without worrying about side effects, yeah. To give tasty food to natives naturally without labor. They don't have to plant them. Oh, wow. Isn't that good news to our farmers here? For the food shortage in the world right now.
Yes.
Just because they don't have Ukraine war, that's why. Huh? I read without ado. I read just as I noted it down. Kind of shorthand, okay?
Yes,
Understand, Master.
Thank you, Master.
To give tasty food to natives naturally without labor. Weather always nice, cool. Let turn the page. The second page. It looks so thick. I thought it's 2 pages. No, it's not right. What's that? Yeah, reliable. Reliable, pleasant, and invigorating. Elderly council, collective government are benevolent. Treat their people as their family members.
Oh, that's
Yes.
I don't read with grammar or anything, okay, huh?
Yes,
Who cares?
Master.
Everybody understood, right?
Yes,
Master.
Yeah, because I just wrote it. Actually, it's not like to make an essay out of it or to win Nobel Prize for literature or anything.
Yes, Master. Understand.
Yes.
And if I wrote carefully with all the grammar and all the decorations, then we would sit here until next year. I don't say too many details already as well.
Yes, Master.
Because I am lazy to write. I have to confess. I prefer to dictate, and you guys write. But unfortunately, I have to, for correction and all that. Because if I call you and dictate to you, maybe you write it wrong and all that as well, and I have to correct again and again.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
It's also very tiring. But when I write, sometimes I make mistakes. Not because I don't spell right, I just hit the wrong button, next door.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Like N become B, yeah?
Yes.
And later, I said the word nip, I'm nipping something, and it became like beeping something. I said, what? What is beeping what? How can you beep the fruit? Nipping,
Yes.
Yes.
something like that. And that's when I'm frustrated. Because to correct them, the word is small. I have to go all the way back to the monitor to read.
Yes.
Because the space is not big, I can't write very big so that I can read from afar.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
And I keep asking you guys for far reading glasses, but up to now, no success. I have dozens of glasses laying everywhere. Can't use. It's always wrong. I don't know why. I don't know how to explain so that you buy me the right stuff. So I quit asking because I don't want to become a glass shop, eyeglasses shop, or collecting for the next 100 years and become like antiquated or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. No. So I have to keep jumping back and forth to make sure that the word is correct, that's all. And it's okay, it's good also. I was thinking to myself, it's good exercise. Yeah. Where were we? Okay, I remember. The government treats their people as their family members.
Yes.
The government, the elder council, the government exists for symbolic sovereignty. Because they never have problems with each other anyway.
Yes.
When they have to have conferences, everybody comes just to give maybe some new idea or showing off their new invention.
Yes.
Trying to contribute more to their society by this and that idea or this and that way of doing things, just for the benefit of all.
Yes.
So there is never wrong or right there. There's only the degree of helpfulness or not. They weigh in which one is more helpful, more convenient, then they take that. And nobody competes and goes on television and fight with each other like some Senate or some House representatives that I knew, okay? Or go on the internet pulling each other down.
Yes, Master.
Or go on Twitter or Facebook and face each other off.
Yes.
You understood. Very good. So it's not like they have to have any problems. First they need the government.
Yes.
Let's have it just for the dignity of it.
Yes, Master.
Just to have it. Just like they have the trees, they have the plants. So they can have a place or some elder to present their idea, their new invention, or their way of newly discover how to do things. Something like that. Just all fun, okay? Often beneficial to them. Wow. Wouldn't that be nice for us?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, it would. Master.
Yes, it would.
Yeah. Maybe we could do something, send our government there to school. If we have the power, we grab some of them, grab all of them, send them there to school.
Yes.
If you don't graduate, don't come back. Bring your certificate or else. Huh? And always have to be top. Yeah, learn your lesson well. Okay, now. So they don't have any problem between each other or with each other or between citizens or between citizens and the trees either. Yeah, the trees grow and regulate themselves according to need and according to their merit. So they don't have to do anything, or they don't overgrow each other. They don't ever have to cut them.
Wow.
So they don't have problem with trees either. Not to talk about animals, people. Not like here we have problems with everybody, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah, even insects they want to catch and eat. Yeah, in many countries they eat snakes, they eat bugs, they eat centipedes.
Yes.
Right.
They call it a shrimp, land shrimp instead of ocean shrimp, for example, like that. And they even eat rats. They call it field chicken.
Wow.
Paddy chicken, because they live in the field, in the paddy.
Yes, Master.
Yeah.
Because they eat the rice there, so they live there. The rats, the big rats. Yeah, they go trap them, eat them.
Yeah.
You don't know it. They eat all kind of things. Monkey, that.
Yes, Master.
Whatever they can find, they eat. Moving or not moving, you know our world.
Yes, Master.
There are no animals. Mentioned already, but here I wrote again. There are no animals there, as they have no need to balance their loving atmosphere shortage.
Wow.
Right.
All people there are loving, gentle, kind, and enlightened.
Wow.
Wow.
to the highest fourth level.
Wow.
Wow.
Some are up to the highest of the fourth level, and plus a little bit beyond, meaning maybe at the buffer zone between the fourth and the fifth. They're not at the fifth level. Fifth level is another world.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
So now, this is the physical world, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, we could see it with our own eyes. It's just that if they don't want people to see them, they will hide their planet
Oh, wow.
completely.
Wow.
They have the power to do it.
Amazing.
Some entertaining magicians.
Right.
Yes, Master.
I have also boasted around with some of my petty magical tricks in London, remember? In England.
Yes.
They even record it.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
I don't know if they did record it. I just entertained your brothers and sisters in England that time, just to show my cheap magical instrument I bought from the flea market. Yeah, on the street. I bought it on the street of Monaco.
Oh.
They have a festival there or something,
Yes.
some kind of special, like a fair, yeah? Trade fair or something. They sell all kinds of things. And I thought it was fun to show off to my vulnerable disciples. Everybody clapped so loud. Okay, so now what else? They worship God all day,
Oh, wow.
Wow.
all the time in their heart, never waver.
Oh.
Wow.
One-pointed.
Yes.
Does that mean meditating, Master?
Yeah, kind of. They do meditation also, but they worship God all the time. They're always in one-pointedness. There's always one-pointedness or focus, whether they're doing things or they're sleeping or they're walking or flying.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
They always worship God in their heart.
Wow.
That's why their planet energy is stable and blissful.
Yeah.
I understand.
Not all planets are like this, of course.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Some are not. They worship God all day in their heart and also in some sacred temples.
Oh.
Wow.
Anytime they want to go, if they want to go to the sacred temples, they can go anytime. That's what I meant, yeah?
Right.
Yes, Master.
I wrote it for myself to understand. So, songs of praises to God and His love softly reverberate in the air at all times,
Wow.
Wow.
reminding all to focus and meditate within. They don't always have to sit and meditate.
Yeah.
They're always in meditation.
Wow.
And when they want to sit, of course they sit.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
But that doesn't matter if they sit or not.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
They are still with God. It's not like my so-called disciples. Whether they sit or not sit, it's the same. The only difference is whether or not they're not in their heads or not. See what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Or whether or not their head is on the neighbor's shoulders or not. Or whether or not they fall backward and make some noise. Snore, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. This world is making people so tired.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
In that world, that planet, no matter how much they work, they're always with God within. So they never waste their energy. So they're never tired. They never grow old.
Wow.
They can stay as young as they want.
Wow.
Wow.
Not as babies, of course, but as young as me. Understand?
Yes.
Young chick, yeah? Now, next one, where is it? There are no harsh words, not even violent thoughts or vocabulary on that planet. Yeah. People there live in perfect health and mental fitness. Their harmony and happiness are beyond our imagination. Rivers, lakes, waters, crystal clear, ready to drink.
Wow.
Their sun glows evenly and just perfect. Not hot, not cold.
Wow.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Huh? Awesome.
Yes.
That's what I think. They're high tech. We can only dream of. There are no cars, no industrial pollution. They have some devices to adjust speed if want to visit further.
Oh.
Yeah, you should know if they want to visit further, okay? But I wrote like this, it's simple, because we understood, right?
Yes, we did.
There is no electricity or other cumbersome instruments. All run smoothly by their pure mind.
Wow.
Like, as you think, so you have. That's it.
Wow.
And they have such a collective purity of mind that everything just regulates itself, like automatically.
Yes.
Yes.
And it never runs out of service. So there's no need to maintain anything. Because their minds are so pure and they have collective powers, as if the sun is just always like that. Always temperate.
Yes.
And the water is always crystal clear and just a nice temperature.
Yes,
Master.
Or the weather is always even, pleasant, and benevolent.
Yes.
Understand.
It's just automatic like that because of their merit and their purity of mental state of mind.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then it becomes just like natural.
Right.
Right, yes.
Just like here, we have the air we breathe. Just because of our merit, collectively, it's created like that.
Understand.
Wow.
So someday, if our merit runs low, then maybe the air will become putrid and then unclean or suffocating or causing trouble and sickness.
Oh.
Well, just like people who have COVID, they breathe the same air like us, but they cannot breathe.
Right.
Yes.
They feel suffocated.
Right.
Yes, Master.
They need oxygen, otherwise they die immediately. But on this planet, there's no such thing because they're pure mind. The energy just creates everything pleasant, the way we would like to have. I mean, they would like to have.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
We could not have that, even if we wanted to. We don't have it. In our state of affairs,
Yes,
Master.
our world is too backwards. I don't care how many machines they invent. What for? Do they invent all this medicine and machines? It just makes people more sick.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
And maybe it cures this disease, but it makes another disease come up as a side effect.
Yes, that's
Yes,
right.
Master.
And even the vaccine is supposed to help people against COVID, but only those who really have the merit to be helped. The rest, it just gets them sicker, mental state and or slow effects.
Yes, Master.
Yeah.
Silent killer. People cannot find out why they die or why they're sick. Isn't that a nice planet we would like to visit, huh?
Oh, so
Oh, yes.
Master.
Wonderful.
It's just a shame that our planet spends too much money on war and all this kind of destructive pattern. Instead of pouring the resources together to keep people healthy, then their minds would be smart.
That's true.
Right.
You cannot have a smart mind in an unhealthy, sick, rotten body.
Yes, Master.
Right.
So instead of taking care of the planetary citizens, they pour all the resources, all the hard, sweat-earned tax money into war and destruction.
Yes.
So we could never catch up with other planets because we don't have time to develop our potential, not to say maximum, to a higher extent. And we cannot use the maximum capacity of our mind power even.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
So it's a pity. They can come to see us anytime they want and disappear for where they want, whenever. And we are just glue on the surface of the earth, could not even jump a meter, and look at them ruling wishy-washy, and questioning where they're from, what they want from us, whether they want to take something from us. What do we have to offer, huh?
That's right.
Oh my God. If they even deem me fit to have a look at our planet, that should be an honor already, I tell you.
Yes.
Yes, that's true.
Such a planet, such beings, such a creation, such a civilization, what do they want from us, huh?
That's right.
Nothing much.
Oh, we are like a garbage can compared to them, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't even have garbage there. Maybe that's why they came down and had a look. What are they? Then probably some of our Earth people will send a message by telepathy saying, it's garbage to you. Truly, many of our inventions, machinery and all kinds of comfort that we have are garbage to many planets.
Yes, Master.
Not even leftover garbage.
Yes. Yes.
They feel sorry for us, that they cannot help even if they want to. That was the original message when I was there.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
If I'm reading and I comment at the same time, you don't know where is what. You don't know which one is. It doesn't matter. It's the same direction.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
I forgot to tell you when I'm reading, so you know what's the original and what is my salt and pepper added onto it. They want to impart. This is reading.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Also, before there's no car. Can you sense it when I put my salt and pepper inside? When I comment?
Yes, Master.
When you give me the script, I probably put it in quotes or something. Then maybe, if I remember where is what. Or I have to compare with my diary. I haven't written anything in my diary. It's mostly all empty, no time.
Yes, Master.
I write, but there's nothing really good. Now and then, some are very, very empty. Luckily, I have seen some of this planet. Otherwise, all these pages will be empty again. Huh? They feel sorry for Earth, and that they cannot help, even if they want to. Here I say, even if want to. Whenever you see me without grammar or anything ranting on, then it's in the diary.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
The original is not like that. It's just I wrote it shorter.
Yes.
I shortened it because I'm lazy to write. I told you already.
Yes, Master.
As long as it's comprehensible, I just write. I couldn't care less to sit there and think whether or not this one is without T or without S.
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Or should I put an R or is or none in there?
Yes, Master.
They want to impart their way of life so much to us, but they know that we are not yet able to absorb their way of life.
Right.
They still continue reading. They visit us sometimes with their vehicles, either themselves or just the robots.
Oh.
Remote control, perfectly.
Wow.
People there busy their time with all wholesome enjoyment, inventions, or just playing music, praising God, and praising virtues, reminding themselves. If threatened, I thought if theater, anywhere. Threatened, not theater. Yeah. They do have this kind of art also when they want to play in their creative leisure fashion. Yeah, they have different talents. Some do this, some do that. Just like on our earth, we have different people doing different professions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some are scientists, they invent this and that. Some are musicians, they play here and there. Some are artists, they make theater, movies.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
They also have theater, yeah. But here, not mentioned yet. Maybe mentioned later, I don't know yet. If threatened in any way, they will collectively use their inner power to hide their word.
Oh. Wow.
I saw that before, because I just say that. But now I saw that I have written as well.
Yes, yes.
That means I remember some part of it. Yeah. I was too much ahead of my writing. So no one or any super machine could find it. Meaning, could not find their word. No matter what, if they want to hide it, yes. But they will have no problem. People live long, happy life for thousands of years young.
Wow.
Wow.
If what? No, not if. Thousands of years. What did I write here? Meaning young and healthy. Oh God, now I know. I wrote too short as well. Yeah. Young and healthy till the end.
Wow.
Then they reincarnate there or elsewhere better. Depends on their status.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
They could even elevate to a higher planet suitable to their status. Oh, that's what I wrote here as well. That's it.
Thank you, Master.
I'm sure there will be more details.
Understand.
Yes, Master.
Wait until they want to make movies out of it, then I will add on more to what I remember. And it's just like a sketch here.
I love my mother, I love my father, I love my brothers and love my sisters. I love my friends and relatives too. Vắng anh trên đời, cùng hàng em sẽ tới. Thẫn thờ ngồi chờ trọi, như chót dù chờ sương rơi.
Can we ask a question about that, Master?
Tell me, my son.
Because they are such a high level, at fourth level, do they have any need or do they have a master with them?
At the moment, they don't need one. They live happily like that.
Yes, Master.
But if they want to go higher, they can go find a master on a higher dimension, if they're ready for it.
Yes, Master.
They have to yearn for it.
Okay.
Then the master from a higher dimension will invite them up by lending them some of the extraordinary pulling energy, elevating energy. Otherwise, they cannot.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. Because there are always borders between levels. It just happens like that because their energy can only create that much of a field of living conditions.
Yes.
Just like we create this kind of energy for us to live in this kind of physical dimension world, but we cannot go to another dimension. Some can, like spiritual practitioners, like in our group.
Yes.
Some go to hell to visit their relatives or check it out, and some go to heaven, etc. A higher dimension.
Understand, Master.
And they go slowly higher up, or when they die, they go to the dimension that they have earned, or go to Tim Kutu's land with the master elevating energy, like speeding car without a ticket.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, no police on the way.
Yes.
That is a super highway, man.
Wow.
No car can chase you. All right, so it's a very intelligent question. What did you say? Do they need a master, right?
Yes.
If they do, it's just like even on our earth, many earthlings yearn to go beyond this physical trap of the body and the world, the heavy energy in our world. So they will search inside, questioning and praying to meet someone who can lift them up and take them out of this physical, burdensome dimension that we call earth.
Yes, Master.
Because we have an atmosphere around us, and we have these gravitational forces that are pulling us down because we are in the physical body, and the soul is trapped in it.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
So we cannot go anywhere. Similarly, even though this planet is wonderful as it is, they're not allowed to go to a higher planet.
Oh.
They can go lower if they want.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
If they want to go higher, they have to ask permission. They have to ask for help. And then the master will teach them how.
Yes.
Yes.
Either they will come down and teach those groups that are yearning, just those that truly yearn to go, then they teach that group. It's just like on this planet. Jesus came, he taught only some disciples.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Buddha came and he taught only some, maybe 1,000 or 10,000.
Yes,
Right.
Master.
Each master came down just for those special groups who long to go home, who long to go higher, to be liberated.
Yes, Master.
So similarly, either the master came down to that planet and those groups of people will know where to find him, or the master will seek them out, search for them through the attraction of like attracts like. by also the master power to attract them toward him or her, so they can go up. In that case,
Yes, Master.
but because they feel so happy there, they don't wish for anything more.
Yes.
But when their time comes, their evolution will beckon, and they will want to go up higher.
Yes, Master.
Understand.
And then the next generation will continue their life, their way of life there, and then some will yearn to go up and so weiter, so on and so forth. Okay?
Yes, understand.
So weiter, it's German. Okay. And now, is that clear to you?
Yes, Master. Thank you, Master.
Any other questions?
Yes, Master. Like the Earth here, before you said it was a third level sentient being. Is their planet also a being?
Which planet, the third level?
You said our planet here. So I'm wondering if their planet is also a being at a certain level as well.
Yeah. I see. You mean the Earth is also a third level being?
Yes.
Okay, I got that. Okay. Their planet is also suitable for their status. Also fourth level for them.
Okay.
Yeah. And their sun, their moon also accordingly. Like in our world, the moon is the third level, but the sun is the fifth level.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Otherwise, we have nothing. If the sun and the moon were the same level like us, we are finito. Yeah, no need to talk about anything.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
They cannot shine onto us. We don't have enough merit to even see the sun.
Oh, wow.
They just have to help us a little bit extra.
Yes, Master.
On that planet, their Earth, their planet is also four level, but it's very, very elegant for, very beautiful, very pure.
Yes.
Yes.
And they live there so happily, so blissfully, so mostly they don't yearn to go anywhere or to have a master or do what, you know.
Yes.
Just like when you eat full, you don't want any vegan cheese. You only want it when you sit in front of the television editing some of the international food, like me, and thinking, oh man, I was in France, I was in Greece, I ate that, I ate this.
Yes, Master.
In London, they give me that, they give me this. Now I sit here eating cold food from yesterday.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Then the mind complains, and then just to pacify it, you get some vegan cheese or something, whatever you can get. Whatever I can get for you, I get. I'm happy that I can find some.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
Master.
Master.
No, truly, I'm happy. I was a little upset, like, how come so little? He told me, it's as if they are counting the heads. Over there, 8, over there, 10, and then over there, 11, something like that. That's it. Nothing more. What if he wants to have a second vegan camembert, like the French people?
Yes, Master.
Yeah. Because sometimes when you're hungry and you enjoy the things that you've not had for a long time, you could eat the whole basket.
Yes.
Told you about the vegan samosa. I'm not ashamed to tell you anything for my weakness. I fall anytime. At that time, I didn't have a lot of money and I didn't have a lot of food. So samosa, it was my heaven and my downfall. I couldn't live without it. Every time I eat a second samosa, those days I feel so guilty. I say, what about your discipline, huh? So weak, woman, so weak. Don't eat again for 1 week long. But I said to myself, but who is going to judge me? So I eat again next day anyway. Yeah, shameless woman. Huh? I'm telling you. I went through a lot so that I understand you and I can take care of people better, so that I understand how you feel.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Maybe not too much about you, but like if the French people don't have cheese for a long time, they suffer. Maybe in silence. So I keep looking, I keep asking if I could find it. And if we really have some vegan cheese that's similar to the cheese that I used to have, then I'm so happy. And lo and behold, order and just have to share. Not even one for each. Oh, it's terrible. I'm sorry. Yeah, my disciple. They don't know what generosity means. Just try to save money. This is not much to save.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
They ordered some vegan cheese from England, and it cost like 500 pounds or something. It's just for a few flimsy cheese. It's not the vegan cheese that costs that much in England. It's the transport.
Yes.
And it's all the eyes that weigh many the tens of kilos or something. So they charge that. Of course, sent by aeroplane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or do you think they swim through the British Channel to come? It's a shame. Order from America is the same. It costs a lot. So we don't order that anymore. We found a way to order when here. It tastes also as good.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Thank you, Master.
It doesn't look the same color and the same shape like in France or in England, but it tastes very good. Huh?
Yes, it does.
Better than nothing.
Very good.
Yes, Master.
No, actually, it tastes good. I was surprised and impressed. So I told him to order for everybody. I'm always a guinea pig. So I told you, yeah? I tested first. Because long time ago, they ordered some Asian vegan cheese, and then one of your brothers, the French guy, he said, this is not cheese. Cheese. Of course, vegan cheese is not cheese.
He's a cheese snob.
This time is really good. So if he says that again, I will never send him anything. I will never order for him. Because it really tastes like real. Except it's not real. No? Did you taste it?
Yes, we
Yeah.
did.
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Wonderful. I was so impressed. Or maybe I forgot long time already. And when you're hungry, everything impresses you. Like samosa in India, for example, that I never forget. Okay. Well, what's the question again?
It was just if their planet was a sentient being, and you answered
Yes,
yes.
it is. It is. Every planet, every star that you see in the sky is a sentient being.
Yes, Master.
And lo, if any sentient being, stars or planets go too near the black hole, then they get sucked in. You saw that.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
The black hole is to stop the stars from forming. The scientists just found out recently, but I told you that long before this news came out. I told you the black hole cannot give birth to anything good.
Right.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
So because you asked me if the star was born from that, I said, no, that's a killer.
Yes, that's right.
It brings disaster to our world. That's why we have war immediately, more or less after that. You remember that?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
You count the time and you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's true.
They will add more of the black, dark, vicious energy into our planet via the dark energy that we have accumulated by killing, and via those negative entities already inhabiting in human bodies on our planet. These zealous ghosts who possess the human body and cause havoc in the world.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
They strengthen their power. They burden the atmosphere. They synchronize with these dark energies within our planet, which are hovering around us all the time because of so much hatred, sorrow, suffering, anguish from the victims of brutality, atrocity, killing, and war.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
This energy never dissipates. We only have to get out of it. We cannot dissipate it.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Nếu vắng anh trên đời, chắc em đi lang thang. Dù có làm tu sĩ, cũng cô đơn mà thôi. Cũng cô đơn mà thôi.
They synchronize with these dark energies within our planet, which are hovering around us all the time
Ah,
Yes.
yes.
because of so much hatred, sorrow, suffering, anguish from the victims of brutality and atrocity, killing, and war.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Yes, Master.
This energy never dissipates. We only have to get out of it. We cannot dissipate it.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
We can maybe cover or maybe avoid it by some of our own merit, virtues, and effort through enlightenment. But we cannot destroy it.
Understand.
Yes.
We can like roll it up and wrap it inside some corner, but not completely destroy it. And if this kind of entity killer from the black hole comes down or beams that vicious energy into our planet, then all this energy becomes more invigorated and more deadly.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Otherwise, how can you explain that? Suddenly, Putin went crazy and went into Ukraine and killed everybody like that.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So the jealous demons can eat their fuel and then be more strong.
Yes, Master.
One thing leads to another. Consequences are bad.
Yes.
So actually, to blame Putin alone, it's also not 100% just and fair. So on some days, in some corner of my soul, I feel sorry for him. Yeah, I even feel love for him. Please don't misunderstand, like I support this kind of evil atrocity. No. I just feel natural love, okay?
Understand,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Just the love of a mother to a very, very badly damaged son. You understand?
Yes,
Understand,
Master.
Master.
And that she is helpless to correct him. Like some parents have a very evil son and he goes to jail and all that, and the parents can only cry. Could not help much.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Even pouring out all the money to bail him out, he goes back in prison again. Yeah, you know that.
Yes, Master.
Because he's so badly damaged by maybe friends, those that he hangs around with,
Yes.
or with bad energy from the dark force and all kinds of things. And from the world as well. The world's contaminating energy is also very scary.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
I just felt sorry for Putin because I'm thinking how he is going to suffer endlessly and inconceivably in hell, and it will be like eternity, and he doesn't even know it. My God, how ignorant can human beings be? Even if you are devil, you should know that there is the law of cause and retribution for everyone, no matter if you're king or slave or street sweeper or champion in the world. It's the same. Everybody has to go under this law, cause and effect.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Like if you plant an apple seed, you will have an apple tree. It's so simple. He doesn't know it. My God.
Yes, Master.
Nobody can help him. That's why I feel sorry for him.
Yes,
Understand.
understand, Master.
But of course, that doesn't mean that I could ignore all the atrocities that he did to the Ukrainian people.
That's right.
I don't know how to explain all this. I don't know why people can be like this. It's also influenced by the negative power.
Yes.
That's one way I also feel sorry.
Yes, Master.
That devil should never exist. And because we also partially are creating the devil by the bad energy that we emit through killing and being bad and denying God.
Yes, Master.
I mean, the humans living like that is no tomorrow, not caring who dies or who lives, who dies and how. As long as you are good, it's terrible.
Yeah, I understand.
Why do you feel sorry for Putin, Master?
Oh, I don't know, my love. It just came naturally like that, and it's still lingering there, together with my sorrow and anguish for the Ukrainian victims and their nation, and the injustice and unfairness of it.
Yes, Master.
Maybe because I know he's also badly damaged by bad energy and the bad influence of, for example, this killer entity from the black hole.
Yes, Master.
It is the atmosphere in our world that breeds this type of energy and this type of entities like Putin.
Yes, Master.
I did not want it. I did not even think of him. I never thought I would feel sorry or love for him, just like a mother's love for the son that much.
Yes, Master.
And I don't even know him. I never met him or talked to him. He has nothing to do with me. And for all that he does, I expected that I would hate him.
Yes, Master.
But I did not expect that I would love him or feel sorry for him.
Yes, Master. That's just a natural way of a master. To feel love for everything.
But I'm surprised myself too. Why would I love an entity like that?
Yes, Master.
Well, the whole world hates him and curses him. Why does such a love come over me?
Yes, I understand.
I feel so sorry and so like I would want to comfort him that much.
Yes.
And tell him to turn around now. But of course, nobody would listen to me. Least of all, Putin. I talk to all the sane people in the world, and not many listen to me anyway. If they don't harm me, it's already God's blessing, God's protection. I'm also surprised that this love has come over me. I cannot help it. It's still there.
Oh.
I mean, it's not all day or night. Like whenever I think about it, it's still there. I thought it was just for that moment.
Yeah.
Maybe something touched me. Maybe his face looks sad or something that touched me that day, that moment. But it's still there. This kind of very unattached, unconditional love.
Yes.
Understand, Master.
But very, very real, very deep, and very surprising to me.
Wow.
I never thought I would have this kind of love for a person or entity like Putin.
Yes, Master.
Could it be that he's praying inside or something that reaches you, or no?
Possible. But I could not find out. Heaven doesn't let me know anything. I just feel this love for him. Probably if I have enough time to meditate and deeply investigate it, then maybe I would know why.
Yes, Master.
But right now, I truly don't have time.
Yes. Understand.
Time for praying for world, vegan, for the animal people. Time for praying for humans. Time to pray for individual countries like Ukraine or Syria or whatever country in trouble.
Yes.
And then time to meditate, to go inside. Time for conference with heaven, being with God. Time for conference with you.
Yes, Master.
And time to go to freshen myself, in order to stay awake and work. Time for Supreme Master television editing. Time for contacting business. Time for taking care of sick disciples.
Understand, Master.
Understand, Master.
Time for worrying or taking care of unwell Supreme Master TV staff.
Yes.
Because maybe sometimes she doesn't listen to me. And even though that, you still have to worry about him. You cannot just cast him aside. He or she.
Understand, Master.
It's still at the back of your mind, and you still also think about him or her and calling and asking if he's okay, give some comforting talk. So time is everything. And we have only 24 hours a day. Sometimes even I feel overwhelmed with work,
Yes, Master.
with the time pressure.
I can imagine.
Or I just hope I can continue this way,
We pray that you can.
that I'm strong enough to continue.
Yes, Master.
All right, Mother. About your question, why I feel love for Putin, I guess it's just something from inside.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Just something natural. It just comes out. And I had a vision of him, like he was kneeling in front of me, next to me. And I feel like he wants me to embrace him or put my hand on his head to say, it's all right, I forgive you. I do forgive him. And I told him, I do forgive you. It's just that I don't know if other souls will forgive you or not. He said to me, sorry, while he was kneeling like that in front of me.
Wow.
Like a very close, no feeling of fake embarrassment or shyness or any distance. And I truly feel that I feel love for him. And I feel that he truly is repentant. But how can I even show this to anyone else? I say I pray that heaven forgives you. I do forgive you. And I do have love for you. That's all I can say. And he just didn't want to go. He just knew there and wanted me to put my hands on his head.
Wow.
Just that's all. Just a feeling, he did not demand.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Man, it's very difficult to live in this world. You just can't have things black and white. And people do crazy things under the influence sometimes.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Like a demon took over the body and the mind, and then they use that body to create havoc. And the real soul of that person might not want it, might not want any violence, or might feel really repentant, but the mind might not know it. That's the thing.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
I don't think Putin will ever come and kneel in front of me and ask for forgiveness like that. He didn't ask for forgiveness. He just said sorry. Just one word, sorry. And really he was very sorry.
Yes, Master.
I couldn't feel that. He didn't have to fake it.
Yeah.
Understand.
That was between the souls. Soul talk. Perhaps that's why I feel like he really repents and truly feels sorry. But I don't know what else to do. I keep telling him, just call your troops home first, okay? Then I see what else I can do for you. I'll do my best. But I don't think this is mind talk. It's soul communication. And I'm not sure if his soul can get to his mind to tell the mind what to do. We have problems because we have the mind.
Yes.
The mind is not the soul. It's the mechanism that dictates our daily activities and what we think, how we process our knowledge, learn from aids and from books or from society. And the more you learn from society, the more it is fixed in there. And it is so full, maybe the soul could not add on anything.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Could not get through all this chunk of worldly knowledge or preconceived ideas.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
And that is what we call also ego. We think we know too much, we know a lot, so we don't want to accept anything new.
Yes.
And that's why they kill many masters in the past. I hope not in the present. I hope not in the future as well.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
But even if the master is not killed, then they would be also tortured in many different ways. Invisibly, visibly, physically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically.
Yes, I understand,
Yes.
Master.
So that's what it is. So that will answer your question.
Yes, Master. I hope his soul is strong enough to be able to talk his mind out of the Russian invasion.
Yes, yes. The sooner, the better for him.
Yeah.
And of course, much better for the poor, innocent Ukrainian people.
Yes, Master.
I'm torn, you know. I'm torn daily, seeing, hearing their suffering and pain, and feeling so frustrated and helpless.
Yes, Master.
But karma is karma.
Understand.
We are in a different world. We're not in heaven. Here, everything is exact.
Yes, Master.
Oh, and not just that, all this temptation, all this luring energy from the dark force, because this is more or less their domain.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
It's also near hell, near astral, all that. It's not working to help us.
Yes, Master.
We are swimming against the current with very little muscle left, being so depleted by this world. Oh man, even I want to escape. Just my heart is too soft, otherwise I don't want to stay here even one sana of a second longer.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
I understand.
I guess some of you also feel the pang of this burden, imprisoned-like feeling, and want just to run, to fly. We are here already to continue to work, to help whoever we can. It's not very easy. Many masters came and went and look at our world. They even sacrificed themselves, but maybe just for their disciples and some followers in their time only.
Yes.
And the others or the next generation start ABC again. And another master has to come down and history repeats itself. All right, my love. Now you know. You happy with my answer?
Yes, Master. Thank you, Master.
You're welcome. That's all I can tell you for now. I don't have enough time to search further. I wish I could, though.
That's so incredible already that at least his soul is able to come.
Yeah, I felt love from him as well, even.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
It felt like he's truly, humbly sorry. But I cannot do anything with other souls, whether or not they forgive him.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
That's for them to decide. I do hope they forgive him also. What's the use of carrying the big burden of hatred and vengeance in your heart? It just makes you feel more heavy in your mind and in your feeling.
Yes.
But it's difficult to forgive people. Difficult. That's why we continue to have war and hatred and sorrow and pain, pandemic, disaster, and hunger. Because the hatred cannot dissolve. The hatred energy. And it keeps clinging to these people who carry the hatred and vengeance program, wanting to revenge.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just hope one day, either this or that, maybe the hatred will be dissolved, and that we will have peace. World vegan, world peace.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
That's all we have to do. All people go vegan, all people make peace. It's not difficult.
No, Master.
It's doable. It's just people are too fixed in their own way and they don't want to change. Did I answer you?
Yes, Master. Thank you, Master.
Any other questions, my son?
Not about the planet. We had some other questions about Ukraine. If you're
Okay. Wait. Anybody else have a planet question?
No, Master.
No, Master.
No? Only him? Right. So I call him my son. Don't be jealous now. I don't know why I just spit it out like that. I don't know, son. I never spoke like that. Mostly, no, I don't remember ever saying that.
No, Master.
I must have copied some of the evangelist high preachers. Okay, tell me.
Master, Russia has sent away, expelled dozens of French diplomats out of Russia, including a total of 85 embassy staff from France, Italy and Spain. As France or Macron seems now to be friendly with Russia, why would Putin do that, Master? Expel the French diplomats?
I told you it's only a one-way affair, no?
Mm.
Yeah. Even though President Macron tried hard to be diplomatic or affectionate, supportive with the Russian president, but it doesn't amount to much. Maybe they don't like the French, okay?
Oh, right.
Yeah. People like to go to France because it's famous. It's for tourists and coffee shops. But like me, you know, I like vegan French cakes and coffee,
Yes.
vegan French cheese, stuff like that, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Because I was there and I got used to it. Before I didn't even know all those things. People love France for that. But maybe they don't like the French people.
Yes, Master. Right.
So maybe they don't like them. That's why they threaten France so heavily.
Oh, yes.
And then just one minister says something and they threaten the whole of France. And even not just President Macron, but Madame Marine Le Pen. It's written P-E-N, so I say it's a pen.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
So Le Pen. Almost like maybe it's a pen. You know that you write?
Yes.
Okay. Madame Marine Le Pen was very pro-Russia, pro-Kremlin, and one time she visited him.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's printed in the newspaper. I read it somewhere. That Putin told her that Russia doesn't interfere in the French voting system, voting affairs. So it says straight like that. Maybe she wanted him to support her, to help her in some way, financially or some other secret way, to become a French president.
Yes, Master.
Because this is the third time that she applied as a presidential candidate, and she fell again. But this time she gained a lot more votes than usual. Almost half.
Wow.
She gained maybe 41 or 42%. That's a lot more than before. More than 40% anyway. And Macron gained 58%, the majority.
Yes.
Both don't need the Russian backing anyway. Who knows, maybe their visit also has some influence for them, for both,
Right.
quietly. Maybe underneath.
Yes, Master.
I don't know why they think like that. Because there was a scandal, a rumor that Russia helped Trump to gain votes in that presidential election of 2016.
Yes.
Yes.
But after so much research from the FBI, even CIA, they found nothing.
Right.
No trace of it. And they still worry about that. You know, every time some problem, they say, oh, Russians. You know,
Yes.
Russians made it. Russians behind it. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because the president of Russia and President Trump were on friendly terms,
Yes.
Yes,
That's
Master.
right.
Trump wants peace.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
So he made friends with enemies.
Right.
Yes.
to destroy the enemy.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
So when he was there, there's nothing of the such, no threat, nothing, not moving in the war direction. After he's down, that's it. Boom. Everything has gone chaotic and unpeaceful.
Right.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
From the North Korea threat to Russia and to who else I can't remember anymore. Okay?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Taliban or other rebel groups in Afghanistan and in Pakistan and other places, small and big everywhere, in Mali, in Africa somewhere, in so many places.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And Ukraine is the most explosive one and the most sudden.
Yes.
There was no warning in advance except for those times that Russia prepared at the border.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
But that was very short. Oh, God. Why did I tell you this? What was that? I told you it's only one-way street.
All right, Master.
All right. What else?
But that's that question answered. Thank you, Master.
I have another question, Master.
Tell me.
There's over 260 Ukrainian soldiers from the Azovstal steel plant in Mariupol. They were evacuated to Russian-controlled territories. Now, some prominent people in Russia are labeling them as terrorists.
Yeah.
Why would they call them that, Master?
Why not? Because their President Zelensky is a fascist and a what?
Nazi.
Nazi. So if they're terrorists, why are you surprised, huh?
Yes, that's right.
I don't know if there any other vocabulary that Putin can use to label anybody he wants.
Yes, Master.
One time I was in one of the banks and I wanted to take some money out and they didn't want me to. And they told me that I have some money before in Singapore. And Singapore is a Muslim country.
Oh.
Wow.
Muslim country, my foot. If Singapore is a Muslim country, then I am also a terrorist. Just because I have money there, for example.
Yes,
Yes.
understand.
Funny. I have lived in Asia. I have banks in Asia.
Yes.
I also lived in Singapore before. I also had a bank in Thailand when I was in Thailand.
Yes.
I had a bank in Germany when I was in Germany. I had a bank in France when I was in France.
Yes,
Master.
Master.
I'm telling you, I'm just too naive for this word.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Even if it's a Muslim country, not all Muslims are terrorists, right?
That's right.
Right,
Yeah.
Master.
This is too heavy a sentence to say. I was aghast.
Yes, understand.
Me? Yeah. So they try all their might to stop me from taking some money out. I said, can I give it to a church or something? I can sign a check for the church or you transfer some money to some charity for me. I did that before with another bank and they were okay.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
I did not even want my name on it. I asked one of the managers to sign it in his name to send it to some big charity because I didn't want my name on it.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And that manager in the same bank is just a different manager and different branch. He did that for me. And later when I wanted to do something else, he said, I know. I know what you want. I do it for you. But this manager was different. He was influenced by another advisor or something. And that bank is a mess in recent years, have very bad reputation all over. It still does. I was a naive. Okay, don't worry. I live. That's the main point. Dare say such things.
Wow.
You don't know what trouble I have had all my life up till now. You know, since I took over this office, this job.
Right.
Anybody say anything that I don't pay tax and all that stuff.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
yeah. I didn't even have money.
Oh.
How do I pay tax?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
All right. I said I don't pay tax, but I have a company. The company pays tax. Mostly, I don't take care of money.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Recently, I have to have official business. In this world, you must.
Yes, Master.
For many reasons, sometimes you have to have an official business.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Otherwise, I couldn't care less. What do I need?
Right.
Yes.
I could go out and sell stinky tofu and earn money at the same time. Enough for me to live.
Yes.
Yes.
I could make vegan apple pies and all that. You know, I have many
Right.
talents. Yeah, vegan mince pie.
Yes.
Yes.
If I have a real instrument, I can make something beautiful.
Wow.
Yes, Master.
The vegan cupcakes that you have, I made it with some ice cream cup and and cut by some bottle.
Oh.
When you cut a round cap to put on top of the pie to cover it,
Yeah.
I use a bottle to cut.
Oh.
Yeah, they didn't have the correct instrument.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
But in Hong Kong one time I made them beautiful because I have them.
All right.
And after I left, they sold my instruments.
Oh, wow.
Yo. I thought I still have this. Oh, long time already. Master is all gone.
Oh.
All right, good. And now I could not buy them again. I asked them in Hong Kong to buy, but somehow I didn't ever get it. So forget it. Also now I don't have time anymore. I don't even have time to eat and enjoy. Because I eat and then I'm watching news or searching news or doing my job, editing stuff.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
And then when it comes to some urgent thing, I jump and I comment, I write, I do stuff. And then when I come back to eat my food again, it doesn't taste good anymore.
Yes,
Yes,
understand.
So it doesn't matter. Like this, I will never be fat. Being fat has advantages. I'm not making fun of anybody. You can just roll down the hill without any problem. Yeah?
Yes.
Save a lot of petrol or electric car power. Okay. All right. What else? Did I answer you or whatever question that was?
Yes, Master. Thank you, Master.
Huh? What did you ask?
It was about why Russia would label the Azovstal
Oh,
soldiers
okay.
terrorists.
Of course. Also, the reason is because right now, Ukraine's independent court is investigating war crimes with evidence from maybe some individuals, crazy Russian youngsters.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
They're only 20, 21, or 18, 17 even.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
So they probably don't know how to handle the situation. And they may be scared.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they just shoot before being shot at. They rather shoot before others, the so-called enemies, shoot at them.
Yes.
Yes.
Either that or maybe they are a crazy person or sadistic. There are all kinds of mentalities in any society, especially in the army. When they group together, there are all kinds of ego, all kinds of mental states of mind, all kinds of sickness also.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Mental sickness, psychological disorder, etc.
Yeah. Yes.
But saying that doesn't mean that atrocities have not been committed or should be just forgotten.
Right. Yes.
The Ukrainian people, they have had their family members shot for no reason.
Yes.
They have had their children raped and murdered.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
They cannot just say, okay, forget it because this guy is young.
That's
Yes,
right.
Master.
He didn't mean to or he's scared. It doesn't matter. A crime is a crime. They have to investigate.
Yes.
Yes.
Master.
And with so much evidence, they cannot just ignore it.
That's right.
Yes,
That's right.
Master.
That's true.
So Russia just wants to label, if they do label these heroes of Ukraine as terrorists, it's the laughing stock anyway. Anybody will know.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
You come into people's country, and they defend their own country for their people, their nation, and you label them terrorists? Huh? It should be the opposite. Russia should be called terrorist.
Yes,
That's
yes,
right.
that's right.
Yes.
Yes.
That's true.
So you know the answer. Even a 5 years old can tell you.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
All right, good. Anything else?
We don't have other questions, Master, but we have some good news.
No, tell me. Good.
Yes, Master. Ukrainian officials say that troops have reclaimed some towns near Kharkiv in northern Ukraine. Military analysts also say Ukraine's northern campaign continues to successfully push Russian forces back towards the border.
Yes, they did. They even bought a big frontier post to put it there and take photographs together.
Yes, that's right.
Ми дійшли, пане президент, ми тут. Ось з нами прикордонник. Передаємо йому знак за нашою спиною, який знак? 910-1. Пане президент, ми дійшли.
They did take Kharkiv. They reclaimed many other areas as well.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
It's just Mariupol, it's bitter pill for both, for Russia as well. And they just want to take control of that, just for their interest, strategic gain.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Just like they want Odessa or Crimea for the controlling of the Black Sea. You see the ports of Ukraine, where Ukraine can export their wheat, oil, and other essentials to other countries by ship.
Yeah.
And it's quicker, because ships can carry more than trains or trucks can.
Yes, Master.
Russian troops were first driven back from Kyiv and now from around the eastern city of Kharkiv, where Ukrainian forces have been blowing up bridges to stop Russian advances. But while Russian troops are struggling to hold territory, their grip on the port city of Mariupol and a naval blockade in the Black Sea are strangling Ukraine, cutting off many imports and the export of the country's most important commodity, grain. The head of the World Food Program made a direct appeal to President Putin to let Ukraine export its grain for the sake of global food security.
It is absolutely essential that we allow these ports to open, because this is not just about Ukraine. This is about the poorest of the poor around the world who are on the brink of starvation as we speak. So I ask President Putin, if you have any heart at all, to please open these ports.
So they control that. That's what they wanted. They want to control the whole of Ukraine, but they failed. They failed at Kyiv, so they just turned to lesser areas just to claim something. These are strategic points.
Yes.
Đêm qua ta mơ theo cánh nhạn hồng, lạ lướt mây xanh, thanh thang trời lộng. Một đời thong dong, một đời thong dong.
I think you are a kinder person when you are not harming other beings. Oncoming vegan.
Okay. Good news. Yeah, I saw that also, and I'm happy. Some part of me is happy. But there are many more suffering still. Mariupol, I hope the Ukrainian soldiers will reclaim it soon, just as they reclaim Kharkiv.
Yes.
Maybe slowly, but I think they will. They just cannot protect many points at the same time.
Yes,
So maybe temporarily they let the soldiers come up. The soldiers did not want to. Their family wanted them to.
Yes.
And none wanted to, but maybe President Zelensky wanted to save their lives.
Yes.
That's why he probably ordered them to come out, even though they're Russians outside. Otherwise, they didn't want to say they wanted to fight to the end, even if they're agonizingly wounded or having injuries without medicine, losing arms and legs without any help.
Yes, Master.
It's just that President Zelensky didn't want them to continue to die in such an agonizing way like that.
Yes, Master.
So probably he ordered them to come out, not to surrender, just told them to come out to save them. Because if they are prisoners, they're still alive.
Yes, Master.
And later, they already plan to swap prisoners.
Yes.
Or just kick the Russians out altogether, then no need to swap anything.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Because their family requests.
Yes.
I saw some family members even went to P. Francis to beg him to help their husbands, who are the defenders, the soldiers in this steel plant down there.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
So maybe there was pressure from all sides. So they both, President Zelensky and the soldiers down there, who are also thinking, okay, we better just ease it off for now, and we take it back later. Or we swap the prisoners, so at least the wounded will be treated, even treated under the Russian control. Is still better than losing their lives or dying in such a painful, agonizing, undignified way.
Yes, Master.
Otherwise, they wouldn't want to go.
Yes.
Right.
If they wanted to, they would have gone a long time ago. Or when they were wounded, they would go and surrender for treatment. They didn't.
Right.
That's right.
They didn't care about treatment even. They would bear it in there for months already.
Yes, Master.
They held out for nearly 3 months, living and fighting from tunnels designed to withstand nuclear attacks. Their resistance prevented Russia from consolidating its gains, and today Ukrainian officials called them heroes.
They'd fought even though they were outnumbered and surrounded. The steel factory was their last holdout, their Alamo. But it couldn't last forever.
Footage released by pro-Russian separatists purports to show some of the wounded who'd been holed up in Mariupol steelworks for months. Late on Monday, the Ukrainian forces that occupied it ordered by President Zelensky to leave the last remaining stronghold in the southern port city. More than 50 of the most severely wounded were transferred to a hospital in a nearby town. Those who could walk out themselves were sent to another, both towns controlled by Russian-backed separatists. The Ukrainians insist that this is the start of a prisoner swap.
Papa, save Azov! Papa, save Azov!
The wives of the soldiers inside had begged the Ukrainian president to save their husbands. And this from the Ukrainian president himself, a carefully worded message, a demonstration of the tightrope he is walking here by way of a deal.
I want to stress that Ukraine needs Ukrainian heroes alive. That's our principle. I think that any reasonable person will understand these words. The operation to save the defenders of Mariupol has been started by our military intelligence. The work continues to return guys home, and this work requires delicacy and time.
Okay, next. Anything else?
Yes, next good news. The world's most powerful industrialized nations have announced Russia's territorial claims in Ukraine have no legitimacy. In the statements, the G7 said, "We will never recognize borders Russia has attempted to change by military aggression, and will uphold our engagement in the support of the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Ukraine, including Crimea and all states."
Bravo, that's what I say. Don't give them anything, not even 1 inch. Because give them this, they want that.
Right.
Yeah.
Give them an arm, they want a leg. This type of mentality has no shame, no moral, no reason, no logic, nothing. Just go and kill.
Yes.
And take their land and then submit them to you because of terrorizing tactics. Just like they did in Finland some decades ago. At that time, the Finnish people were also very gentle. And they just gave in to save people's lives.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
That's why this time they didn't wait to join NATO. They already officially submitted. And NATO already accepted their submission. But protocols must discuss and all that. And the Finnish government even say to their citizens to brace themselves and their shoulders already.
Yes.
Because they say in the waiting period, we are vulnerable. It is like that. Because they're not officially a NATO member.
Yes.
So Russia could just come in and attack them. But when the president of Finland talked to Putin, he was supposed to have the, why, we don't threaten you. It's a mistake that you join NATO. But very calm.
Oh.
Not threatening, no anything. Yeah, but cut electricity first. My God, not threatening. Don't have to threaten, just do it.
Yes.
One way or another. Who knows what he'll do next. So Finland was rushing, say, we join. Don't wait further. And the whole nation supports it. Parliament and everybody support that decision. First they have to talk to each other within the country, their own government. And if they're all okay, then they join NATO.
Yes.
Yeah, they already give the application. It's official.
As we've reported, Sweden's Prime Minister Magdalena Andersson today announced that her country would join NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, ending more than 200 years of military non-alignment. The announcement follows a similar one this weekend from neighboring Finland.
Finland and Sweden's decision to apply to join NATO really does represent a historic shift. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has really proved it to be a really unreliable and positively dangerous neighbor. It's caused Finland and Sweden to perform a really dramatic U-turn on decades of previously non-aligned security policy.
They are ready to attack the neighboring country.
Om Sverige skulle bli det enda EU-landet i Östersjöregionen som inte är medlem i NATO, då skulle vi hamna i ett mycket utsatt läge.
The invasion of Ukraine has changed everything. In 2017, 22% of Finns and 32% of Swedes supported joining NATO. Today, those numbers are 76% in Finland and 53% in Sweden.
Och därför anser jag att vi måste välja sida. Och då väljer jag NATO alla dagar i veckan framför Ryssland.
I used to be against it, but after the war in Ukraine, I'm like very much for it.
Say that they would kill everyone and that they would change everything.
This really shows that actions have consequences and that they sometimes have quite the opposite consequences of what might be intended. Vladimir Putin invaded Ukraine partly on the pretext that Ukraine was about to join NATO. And so there's a quite remarkable irony. The very expansion of NATO that Putin was seeking to prevent, he has actually caused.
Do you fear it could be seen as a provocative gesture by Vladimir Putin?
Well, my response would be that you caused this. Look at the mirror.
In an extraordinary move, a Russian military analyst and retired general told Russian state TV that the war saw no good outcome for Russia.
Ну как-то, что мы в полном геополитическом одиночестве. И практически против нас, ну как бы нам это не хотелось признавать, весь мир.
It's not like, okay, if you want to join NATO, you just jump in. It's not like that. There are many conditions, many requirements on whether you can join NATO or not.
At the moment, Turkey's President Erdogan said they opposed it.
Yeah. Perhaps Turkey is somehow pro-Russia because I read it in the news that the oligarch ships, which was supposed to be already sanctioned by the West, but some of them are docking in Turkey's sea.
Oh, yes.
Turkey's water. And also, there are many homes bought by Russians there. Russia's rich. Recently, more than before. Recently, there is a rush in property buying in Turkey.
Trying to avoid the sanctions.
Yeah. So, what about that, huh? On one side, one foot is in NATO, and another foot is in Russia.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
So, what right or for what reason should Erdogan prevent or try to obstruct Finland and Sweden from joining NATO?
Understand, Master.
I hope that's a good answer to your question.
Yes, Master. Thank you, Master.
This word is, most politicians, they have double standards. That's why recently there was the big protest, the big rally supporting, the opposition leader.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. They are not all clean. I hope some are clean. Otherwise, the world is all corrupt. What can Turkey do anyway? I mean, it's just because there are some conditions in the NATO policy. They ask many questions whether or not the country can join according to this and that requirement.
Yes.
And maybe one of the requirements is that whether or not in your country, your government ever oppressed any minority or was aggressive or anything like that.
Yes, Master.
Or maybe tendency or siding with terrorist groups, things like that.
Yes.
Yes.
And Finland is supposed to be reportedly siding with the Kurds.
Yes, that's right.
And the Kurdish people are the so-called enemy of Turkey or President Erdogan.
Yes.
Yes.
So they use that, trying to split hairs.
Yes, Master.
Have you ever dreamed of a place far away from it all, where the wind to break will never blow, and living things have rooms to grow, where the sound of the guns never found your dreams anymore?
The Kurdish people are the so-called enemy of Turkey or President Erdogan.
Yes.
Yes.
So they use that, trying to split hairs.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
But I don't know if they have evidence enough. Because Finland was a neutral country.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
So being neutral, they don't make enemies or side with anybody.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
So because of that, maybe they're friendly or just neutral with the Kurdish group.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that they're against anybody else.
That's right.
Yes.
It's just like Switzerland, they're neutral.
Right.
If France and Germany were fighting, they probably wouldn't join any of them. And they really broke their protocol helping Ukraine to some degree. But they didn't help at all in the end because they stopped Germany sending some equipment, some important, big, relevant equipment to Ukraine because of their neutrality.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Right.
They do help some themselves, but they don't let Germany send more weapons. Maybe by Switzerland, maybe Germany has their companies there.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Just like many companies go to China and make business there, open companies there, like that.
Yes.
Maybe Switzerland is reliable with their handcraft or with steel work, like Swiss knives or Swiss watch is accurate and reliable. So Germany probably buys some equipment there or buys something there to make equipment.
Yes, Master.
So Switzerland stopped that. And I'm not very happy, of course. But I'm not happy either when they're killing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there are some possessed by demons. For example, like that young soldier just killing innocent children and all that.
Yes.
A lot, many of them, who has nothing to do with him who didn't harm him.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
My God. So because of this trial of the war crimes, Russia wants to step up their level of accusation.
Right.
Go a step further. Not just war crimes, but terrorists.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Ukrainian government said they'll be part of a prisoner swap. But Russia said tonight it's considering labeling the Ukrainian soldiers members of a terrorist group and will investigate each fighter for possible crimes against civilians. It appears to be Russia's way of pressuring Ukraine not to put more Russian soldiers on trial for war crimes.
You go into somebody's country and then bomb the hell out of everybody and then accuse their defenders of being terrorists.
Ridiculous.
This is just too much.
Yeah.
Oh, God. They know no moral limit, no shame, nothing, do they?
No, Master.
No, they don't.
Did I explain that enough?
Yes, Master.
Or you want me to break my own record of long talking? Tell me. Anything else?
Yes, Master. Vegan singer and songwriter Sam Ryder won second place at this year's Eurovision. The TikTok star, who once owned a vegan juice bar, performed his hit song Spaceman at 2022 Eurovision Song Contest, which he wrote during the pandemic in 2020. The 32-year-old musician said the experience was an incredible rewarding journey, and that everyone was a credit to themselves and a credit to what Eurovision is all about. Unity, peace, love, togetherness, inclusivity, and expression.
So, what's your point? Just good news? Or any point? Any comment?
I think the point is that it was vegan, so a vegan singer-songwriter won second place.
Because
we know Ukraine won.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also the vegan message was up there in the Eurovision.
Wow, I wish I can watch all that. I wanted to, but I had no time. Okay, right. Can we watch it sometime? The whole Eurovision contest?
We can.
Yeah? If it's allowed already, you download some
Okay.
and we can watch from the heart, you know? Like I watch in my area, you watch in yours. Okay, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any equipment to video conference. I don't know how anymore. You have taught me before, but somebody already made it ready, and I just push a button.
Right.
And now I cannot do that even, for many reasons.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And I'm glad this way. Maybe some disciples want to see me, how I look now. I look similar. But I'm glad it's this way because it's so easy. If I want to talk to you, I just call you and we are ready in some minutes.
Yes, Master.
Instead of me having to search for clothes, search for anti-shine powder, maybe a mascara or whatever. And I feel more relaxed this way. Like I don't have to do anything. I just talk, and that's a lot already.
Yes,
Right.
Master.
Yes, Master.
In the old time, you didn't even see the master that often, maybe once in a lifetime only. That's why in Muslim tradition, they advise people to go to Mecca once in a lifetime. Even if you are initiated from afar by the master's representative, you should come and see the master once to reinforce your power, your enlightening progress.
Yes, Master.
That's what it is. But nowadays you see me all the time on TV, photos you have.
Yes, Master.
In the old time you didn't even have master photo.
Oh.
Yes, that's right.
Somebody maybe here and there paint the master if he allow.
Yes.
Yes.
If you have a talented painter, otherwise they may make a mess out of the master image.
Yes.
Some people could not see the Buddha, so the one who saw the Buddha came back and described the Buddha like the Buddha has eyes like a cow person, has legs like the lion person, and put together all his description, it doesn't sound like a human Buddha anymore. Many more things they describe.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
The Buddha was to be half cow, half lion person, and other things they describe. If you put all these descriptions together, I don't think you can recognize the Buddha at all. It doesn't sound human, even.
Yeah.
And in the old times, not many people can paint, due to the paint shortage. So some painted the Buddha or Lord Jesus, but that's all they know from the painting.
Yes, Master.
Nowadays, you know the real lady, huh?
Yes.
Aren't we lucky?
Imagine in the old times how many people have the talent to paint, and how many talented painters came to the Buddha in order to paint with their heart all the details.
Yes, Master.
Even nowadays they have video camera and all that, but sometimes before long ago they have these pocket camera or walkie-talkie camera, and they videotape me and I couldn't recognize who that is. Truly. Sometimes I even dare to put it on YouTube. Oh man, because that camera is too cheap and not enough lighting.
Right.
Just anywhere at random before. So one time I say no more. No more clicking while I'm talking. It's distracting also. Anything else?
That's all we have, Master.
That's all you had?
That's all we have.
Oh, thank God. I can't ever break my record again nowadays. I don't feel up to it. Sometimes I'm quite tired.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And I asked the Hufa, my protectors, and nearby heavenly beings, why? What have I done? What's wrong with me? They keep telling me the same sentence. You know what they say? You can guess, right?
No, Master.
I said, why could I not make this happen? Why could I not follow through with this? Why don't I feel so well nowadays? They said the same thing, whoever I ask, whenever I ask, in whatever subject I ask. They told me, world karma, just that.
Right. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, as if I don't know.
Yes, Master.
This is a trademark mantra. Of course, not that I always think it's world karma.
Yes, Master.
I kind of know it at the back of my mind, but I don't always think about it. Oh, sometimes during the conversation, a conference with them, I ask them, they always say the same stuff. I say, okay, then don't ever tell me again. They say other things that haven't come true yet. So I say, don't tell me again. When it comes, I will know. Don't take up my time talking to you or listening to you, saying the same stuff. And sometimes I'm very mad. I bang on my table. I say, if you can't do anything about it, then get lost for me. Don't ever come here. Don't ever come near me. Don't talk to me. But then I feel sorry afterward. I was too harsh with them. I scream and yell at them. Heaven and all that. They couldn't do much. Karma is too heavy.
Yes,
I
Master.
understand.
Like if somebody keeps swimming all the way to the deep ocean outside and doesn't let you touch him or bring him back, then what can you do, huh?
Yes, Master.
And if you maybe beat them unconscious so that you can drag them in, they go sue you later.
Yes.
He beat me. He beat me here. I made me unconscious.
Yes, Master.
500 million. Their lawyer will ask. And if you don't have, then you go to jail. Okay, my love. Anything else? If not, then I think we call it a night, huh?
Thank you, Master.
Day. My God, it's
Yes.
already early morning.
Early morning.
I still have some other work calling. I hope I'm not going to open and see a healthy, loving vegan show anymore. Because we cannot always ask for things where I am. They don't have it, just like they have it in France or in England.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
And now COVID is spreading all over, you know that.
Yeah.
Oh, even some countries didn't have before, now have it a lot, and very quickly. North Korea, 2 million already, or maybe more now.
Wow.
Wow.
And even the leader, Chairman Kim Jong-un, wore masks on many occasions. I saw on the news. I don't have TV, just news.
Yes, Master.
I saw his photo. Okay, girls, nothing?
No, Master.
Boys, no more?
No, Master.
No
Thank
more,
you very
Master.
much.
Thank you, Master.
for sharing this story with us
Thank you
and for
also.
answering our questions.
Thank you.
Thank you, Master, for the vegan cheese as well.
For the what, love?
For the vegan cheese.
For the cheese?
Yes.
Oh, I thought for the teeth. Well, the telephones don't always work well, do they? It's okay. We are very lucky. In the old times, if you want to see the Master, you have to leave home.
Yes.
Or you have to live nearby, mostly in the capital or some big city. You have to live nearby in order to see the Master. Lucky if you can see often or not.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Nowadays, you can just turn on the television and there she is, every day.
Yes.
Looks young all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks to all the brother artists. They touch up, touch down. All right, I wish you well and have a short sleep before meditation time. God bless, and I love you.
Thank you, Master.
We love
God
you,
bless,
Master. We
Master.
love you.
Love you. I also thank you for accompanying me this way to help the planet as much as we can. But we do help. It's just I am not patient. All this suffering makes me suffer too, physically, emotionally, and psychologically.
Yes. Understand.
I'm very anguished. Even though sometimes when I talk to you, I make jokes. I'm anguished inside.
Yeah.
I cannot stop this feeling, cannot escape, because it seems like everyone is me.
Yes.
Yes.
All the animal people that suffer are me. Pray God to help us that we have a vegan world and peace world as soon as tomorrow.
Yes, Master.
Yes, yes, Master.
We pray.
Would be better as soon as yesterday. Love you.
Love you,
Love you,
Master.
Master.
Thank you and love you. God bless.
God bless,
God
Master.
bless,
Master.
May Master always be protected.
Thank you.
Where are you now, my only one? Won't someone tell me if you ever return?